Good evening, everyone. Sorry for the delay. Now we can start our program. I guess it's not too late to say even now, Happy Nowruz. Salipuras Eshko Shadio Salamati Baratun Arzudaram. I just said that may you have a prosperous and happy new year. I'm Razi Ahmad. I teach Persian and other courses in Middle East Studies. It's a matter of great pleasure for me to once again welcome you at the Persian Culture Festival. The festival is organized by the Center for Global and International Studies, Middle East Studies, and Persian Club. In fact, without the crucial support of the CGIS, Center for Global and International Studies, and its successive directors, these cultural events would not have been possible. The center has continuously supported not only the activities of Persian Club that goes on throughout the year, but rather every year the Persian Culture Festival also. From the CGIS, I would especially like to thank Jessica Irving, who is sitting somewhere probably there. She's right there. Let's give her a big applause because she works behind the scene and works hard to make the program successful. I also thank our Persian Club officers and the other members who help in organizing different events and make great contributions towards the success of these programs. I also must name and thank our co-sponsors, Center for Russian, East European and Eurasian Studies, KU Central Asian Students Association, KU Student Senate, and the School of Languages, Literatures and Cultures. Indeed, the director of the School of Languages, Literatures and Cultures, Professor Mark Greenberg, is present among us today, and I thank him for his leadership, guidance, and support for the Persian language program and other cultural activities on KU campus. In fact, now I would like to invite Professor Greenberg on a stage to make a very important announcement that I believe, and I strongly believe, that it's going to be very helpful and immensely beneficial to our everything academic and cultural, whatever we do here on KU campus. And I'll leave it as a surprise for you. He's going to make the announcement. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ahmad. Salam, Khosh Amedid, Nowruz Mubarak. So as Dr. Ahmed said, my name is Mark Greenberg, and I'm the new director of the School of Languages, Literatures and Cultures, which was launched just this last fall, 2015. The school is new, and it represents a very long tradition. As you may know, KU is 150 years old. Its initial faculty consisted of 3 faculty members, a mathematician and 2 language scholars. And so language and culture and literature have been at the very center of the university from the beginning. And as you can imagine, we started with Latin and Greek and French and German, which were the important languages for that era in the 1850s. As the university grew over time, we added more languages, more literatures and cultures, and by the time the Cold War began, there was an influx of money that came for military and security purposes, and so we added many more languages such as Arabic and Chinese and Japanese, Korean and Russian and so forth. And today we have 40 languages at the University of Kansas, and that's about 4 times as many as most of the peer institutions. And so language and literature is one of the signature pieces of the curriculum at KU. Persian is one of the newest languages that we've introduced. It's, I think, in its 6th year now. And Dr. Ahmad is our very first lecturer in Persian. It's a precarious program because as you know, we have budgetary challenges in the state, and we have a lot of competing interests with 40 languages, but also students are interested in many other things besides languages. And so we're hoping that Persian will continue to be not just a nascent program, but something that will continue to grow at KU and be a permanent part of our offerings. We consider it an extremely important culture, and we think that it's something that should be part of our curriculum long after both Dr. Ahmad and I are here. For that reason, we would like to invite you to consider supporting the Persian program. We're starting tonight to raise funds that will continue programs like this to spark students' interest in Persian culture through music, through dance, through poetry. We hope to develop scholarship funds and awards for students to encourage them to take on the challenge of learning a language that they may not be familiar with. And we hope to be able to bring in more scholars to teach the curriculum and to give guest lectures. And understand that one of our illustrious alumni, Mr. Kasai, will launch our program, and I think he'd like to say a few words about his relationship to KU as well as his aspirations for the Persian program. So I thank you all for coming tonight. It's delightful to see the room filled with so many people who are interested in and love Persian culture. I'm looking forward to this performance myself. And thank you, Dr. Ahmad and Mr. Kasai.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. سلام بر همگی و سال نو مبارک. برنامه‌ای که well, I better switch to English because that's a common language, common denominator language, I should say. The program that these gentlemen just talked about, it's something that we need to all adore. And the reason I'm saying that is because we always have our parties and gatherings and so on and so forth within our boundaries and within our own groups. But the University of Kansas has opened a brand new door where we can go ahead and open this horizon and show things not only to our Iranian audience, but outside only a few individuals within our own community. And have a kind of exploration and be able to support this wonderful program that KU is offering. Not too many universities have this kind of program, and a lot of governments even support these kind of programs across different universities. But here we are, KU is offering it, and we can go ahead and have our support and be able to contribute from dollars to hundreds to thousands. And as you can see on the screen, this is a kind of website that you can go in and donate, and that's directly going to endowment program at KU. For the convenience of a lot of people who are already familiar with PersianKC.com, you can find the same information there in a single click. You can go ahead and access the same site that you're not probably familiar with as of right now, and be able to make that contribution if you wish to do so. It's not just a matter of credit card or 5 minutes time, but it's more of a kind of willingness to make that pledge and do that support. And for that matter, I'm not just giving a kind of lip service, but as a Persian KC and as myself and my wife, we are going to go ahead and contribute, or the first contribution of $250 to this program. And we are hoping that this will spark an event that everybody who is loving this program be able to contribute and make this Persian community stronger and let our voice be heard in the United States. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it very much. And so just a housekeeping detail, the envelopes in the back on the table have pre-addressed cards if you would like to take them home and consider making a donation either tonight or tomorrow. Dr. Ahmad or I can take them and put them in the right place. Thank you all very much for your support and for coming tonight.
Thank you, Professor Greenberg, and thank you, Mr. Kasai, for starting or kick-starting this fundraiser. Hopefully, I have great expectation that we are finally going to raise a decent amount of fundings so that we could continue our activities, academic and cultural activities at KU. If you have any question, please feel free to send me an email or call me. I would also be available here after this program, and you can talk with me if you have any question. I can come to Kansas City area if you have any question, if there is anyone interested in knowing more about our program at KU. So I am available. Thank you. A few words about Mr. Kasai. Actually, he not only just handed over us an amount, a check. Rather, he has been very helpful in organizing this year's Persian Culture Festival also. If I have to find what's happening in Kansas City area in the Persian community so that we don't have any conflict in dates, I would just call him and say that, well, what's happening over there? And I'm very sure most of you must have seen or visited his website, persiankc.com, for this information. So he has proved great resources for us in disseminating the information. He's also put this link on his website. Since most of you are familiar with his website, you can go on his website also and you can find the link to the KU endowment where this fund is housed. Thank you very much for the donation part. Now, one last person who I would like to thank is from School of Language, Literature, Cultures, Christian Beer, who worked really hard with us to start this account and put up this website for us. So I thank him a lot. And of course, without you, the audience, there won't be any event. So thank you to all of you for coming again this year and making the Persian Culture Festival successful program or event.